Hi there and welcome to SweetSpot TV. That's Dave Schoenfield. He's your SweetSpot blogger, and I'm Eric Karabell, senior writer at ESPN. Today's discussion, and this is a fun one, MVP. Who should win in baseball and who will win? And we start with the American League, Dave, where Mike Trout had his worst season, but he's going to win the MVP. Why is that? Is it because, and now he had the best season of these guys, but people think they owe him an MVP award too, right?
No, I don't think that's it. He's clearly the best all-around player in the American League, and that's who should win the MVP award. Again, he doesn't have the candidate that he had in the past with Miguel Cabrera. Kind of a down year for AL, MVP candidates. It's Trout. That's kind of everybody else.
I mean, I'm a little surprised that Miguel Cabrera wasn't one of the three finalists. His teammate Victor Martinez is on the list, and Michael Brantley of the Cleveland Indians, who had a really good year, but has no shot to win. Trout deserves the award. He deserved it. This should be his third consecutive award.
Yeah, I think the debate here, first, I think it's great that Michael Brantley finished in the top three. He's up there for me. I didn't think he'd finish in the top three playing in Cleveland. He don't get a lot of recognition. Didn't have 100 RBIs, which voters usually love. Victor Martinez did have 100 RBIs. I'd like to fake an argument that he deserves to be in the top three, but I can't. He's a DH. He started 115 games at DH. I know he had a great year. I know Trout struck out 142 more times, but Victor Martinez is not one of the top three players in the American League.
I'm surprised Cabrera wasn't in there over Victor Martinez. Victor Martinez had a great year, but
he did.
DHs don't win this award. It was the last DH to do this, like Don Baylor.
Yeah, the record for games for an MVP at DH is Don Baylor, 65. So basically half of the games Martinez started there.
So the Angels get an MVP. Will the other LA team get an MVP as well? In the National League, Clayton Kershaw is one of the finalists here, but some people just won't vote for a pitcher. The finalists for hitters are Andrew McCutchen of the Pirates, who won it last year, and Giancarlo Stanton of Miami, who I think is pretty deserving.
Yeah, it's really a great three-way battle. The WAR advantage does go to Kershaw, but let's factor in a couple things. No pitcher has won the NL MVP since Bob Gibson in 1968. And Kershaw, as great as he was, and we both think he deserved to win the Cy Young Award, only pitched 198 innings. Is that enough to win the MVP award? Remember, he had the same year last year and finished 7th in the MVP voting.
Yeah, and now when you say no pitcher, it's the National League, because the American League.
Right, Verlander won 3 years ago.
But, I mean, between Stanton and McCutchen, I think it's going to be one of them winning the award. I just don't think enough people will vote for a pitcher these days unless there's nobody else. When Verlander won it, there was nobody else as a great MVP candidate. So who is it? Stanton versus McCutchen. You have to pick one.
Here's the problem, and this is why I disagree. I think Kershaw does win because I think McCutchen and Stanton, you can't really separate the two statistically. McCutchen's team did make the playoffs, so I think they split some first-place votes. Kershaw gets the rest and edges those two out.
And by the way, Kershaw missed some playing time in April. He missed all of April.
Right.
But Stanton and McCutchen didn't play 162 games.
No, they
either.
both, yes. McCutchen had the injury, played 145 games. Stanton played 146. That's 2 weeks. So you maybe have to factor that in a little bit.
And McCutchen wins the award. I can't see how people are going to.
And McCutchen won last year, but he did have a better year. Look at his slugging percentage, a little higher. Plays a good center field, not a Gold Glover. Stanton, very good defensive metrics in right field this year, but it's Kershaw.
This will be fun.
It'll be
looking
real
forward to see the voting here, and not just the top three voting. I want to see how deep it goes. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Dave Schoenfield, the SweetSpot blogger, will be writing about all the awards after they happen. So check out the SweetSpot blog. For Dave, I'm Eric. Enjoy your off season.